Hey Karen, lovely to hear from you. Hope you're happy back at school. Really looking forward to seeing you tomorrow. Okay, well done getting on with this. Fantastic. So university students nowadays have too much freedom and don't study enough. To what extent do you agree, disagree? So, don't have a whole day schedule. Teachers not managing you. Absolutely, spend little time on campus. So true. Need to do a whole project. Yeah, good. Absolutely. Really nice. Very good planning there. I don't know how long that takes you, but it's really worth it. If it's 5 minutes, absolutely worth every minute, because then it makes sure that you write the right essay. Okay? So some people said that nowadays students in university are having too much freedom and don't study enough. Now, can we paraphrase that a bit, Karen? Can you think of another way you could say this? So if I just put in here orange, paraphrase, maybe you can come back in here and give me a little bit something else, because these words are too similar to the question. And who would these people be? Teachers, parents, businessmen? Who would say this? I absolutely disagree with this essay. Okay, and then tell me why. Okay, because. So give me a little bit. I don't want the whole essay, but I want a little bit here. Okay, so come in here again. You can edit this. Come in here and add me a little bit more there in orange. Okay, now here, I don't want your opinion. Okay, so that goes. Because I want your opinion in here. Then I want you to be quiet. And then I want your opinion again at the end. Okay, so here you could have experts agree that, or many experts agree that, or argue that. It's a really nice way to start your paragraph. So I'll put it in there as a sort of useful phrase. Having short lesson time does not mean that students don't study enough. You need to put who they are, students. University students do not have a whole day's lesson schedules like primary school kids and high school students. They usually just need to have 1 to 2 hour lessons or talk for a day, and that will be their lesson. Okay, in lesson, and often they only need to spend, okay, lovely. That's brilliant. Really good, lovely, long, complex students. Just change just change that word kids to informal. Okay, here you need to put the word undergraduates, maybe. Undergraduates, this is the word we use, another word for students. Undergraduates are often assigned. Use these words often, sometimes, occasionally, frequently. Assigned a project that needs large amount of research and exploring, which they need to work on when they have their free periods. Okay, good. Additionally, don't start with and. Their marks for the whole year will be depending on the results of the project. Absolutely. Super paragraph there. Where is my example? Okay, so I haven't got an example here, but I'd like one. You said I'm going to get one, for example. Okay, add me a lovely example. Okay, back to orange. So these orange things I want you to add. Add me a lovely example there. Moreover, a university student is an adult who is getting ready, so who, pronoun there, is getting ready for their life in society. In university, there's no whole school day. Homework is every day and teachers management. There's no whole school day. Okay, I would put full day timetable. I think you need that word there. Homework for every day, or there's no this, or this. So not and, but or. Teachers management, and that is because they are training the students to become independent and well-managed person. Without so much restriction, students have their freedom, but at the same time they're learning time management, setting targets, and being punctual. That's not etc., is it? They're learning punctual. Okay, good. It is a different kind of learning method in university, as it is like a small version of real society. Really nice point. So they need their freedom. So a recent study has shown, and you want to go on about how important it is for students to learn to manage their time. Yeah? So put in an example for me here. Doesn't have to be long, because this is quite a long essay, but if you can't say using examples, and here it wants examples, so you have to give them. Now, don't overuse this present continuous. It's a very common mistake. So are having. So just use have. Yeah? So you don't need to use are having all the time, or often, or too often, or whatever, or usually, frequently, but just keep with the present tense here. And they are usually study enough, but not, okay, not by study enough, not just in lectures, but also working in the library and researching. So really nice, Karen. The organisation of this is great, apart from just adding the examples in. I would say to you, though, think about vocabulary, because I know you've got a vocabulary, good vocabulary, but sometimes I don't think you use it enough. So think to yourself, this is all about university and study. What words do I know? I know the word timetable, deadline, assignment, research, internet research, study, feedback. I know all those words because that's the words you have every day at school. Use the vocabulary of this topic and then you won't repeat yourself. I think that would make a big difference. But lovely, and so please add in the orange bits. Okay, but super good. So here we go, 4 sections. Lovely, well done. Can we just check the word count here? How are we doing? Okay, 136. You need to push to 160. Okay, you really, really need to push. You will lose marks if you're too short here. Okay. Yes. From foreign countries to Australia. It's how much money they invest in Australia. Into Australia. Okay. Good. And you've paraphrased that. Well done. Overall, the information shows the total investment has a steady and significant rise over the period. Good. That's all this added together. Well done. In 2014, total investment. It's not. I wouldn't say fee. It's amount. Okay. Reached. Just go for the past simple here because it's finished. So not past perfect. Reached the greatest level. Lovely. From the information, the money coming into Oz from New Zealand steadily increased and had the highest of all 6. Okay. Pete. Okay. Very nice. Give me one more comment about Somalia. Yeah. Somalia was the country which had the least amount to invest overseas in the given period. There you go. That's another line, another sentence. I've used Somalia there because you've mentioned it. So let's just finish on Somalia. If we add that in, then Somalia done. Okay. Germany, not the Germany, just Germany as a country, had a sharp increase in investments. Yeah, in money going to Australia, rising, or when it rose, past tense, from roughly, yeah, good, nearly double. Okay. Yeah, I mean, here it more than doubled. You're going from 75 to 160, so that's more than doubled. Okay, then tell me what happened to Germany after that. Okay, subsequently, yeah, Germany, the investment from Germany remained stable, then slightly increased. But you need to mention everybody. You need to mention Mexico, you need to mention Malaysia, you need to mention Thailand. You can give me the most important features. You have to select, but you should mention everybody. Okay, but totally on the right track. So I'm just going to say, can you add a bit more? Okay, I'm going to put that in orange. So orange is stuff for you to do, please. Okay, amazing. I will see you tomorrow. Fantastic, Karen. Keep going.